Hi, everyone. Welcome back. I am here doing a live for you guys. Today, I'm going to be talking about, are you avoiding your feelings? Are you the avoidance queen or the avoidance king or avoidance princess, prince, whatever you want to call it, right? But that's what we're going to be talking today about. I'm going to give you some examples and indicators that you are avoiding your emotions and your feelings because they're sneaky. They're sneaky. And if you are, you may be very well holding up your manifestation because you are not allowing. So that is what we're going to be talking about. Once you clear these out and once you allow them, ooh, so many wonderful things happen. So for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Rose and I am a success and confidence coach. I help people get out of their own way and elevate their confidence and actually be their authentic, real selves so that they can not only manifest what they want, but create a life that they want. And I help you roadmap that, whether that is business or relationships or family or whatever it is. That is what I do, and that is what I am really good at. So thank you for being here and welcome back if you have already been here. So, are you avoiding your feelings? Oh, God. Let me tell you, first of all, that I was the avoidance queen. Okay. The avoidance queen. And I got really good at it. I got so good at it that I even elevated that to I believed that I wasn't avoiding my feelings. Yeah, I got really, really good at it. Okay. And I not only got good at it, but as a therapist, I've been a therapist for years, right? That I was able to identify this so easily and quickly in other people, but not in myself. This is why it's so helpful to have outside looking in. If you work with, whether you go to see a therapist or you work with a coach, it's so much easier to have someone looking in at you, especially as you're learning and growing, whether you're about manifesting or you're doing self-development work, whatever it is. It helps so much. I can't even tell you guys how much it helps to have neutral observers looking in. Okay. And that's one of the things that I do when I work with people and I'm like, look at that. Yep. It's so sneaky. So are you avoiding your feelings? Why is it important? Because so many people, whether you are a law of attraction or you're a law of assumption, or it doesn't matter how you come across about manifesting, or if you're just in self-development and you're achieving goals, professional or personal, whatever those are, right? One of the things that it is very common to hear is about your feeling state or raising your vibration or changing your self-concept or just feeling good or emotional stability, meaning feeling good in creating routines and feeling neutral, feeling normal. However, the thing that gets overlooked so much, sadly gets overlooked so much, is allowing yourself to have human emotions, because there's so many reasons why. And I used to believe this too a while back, okay, that if I'm God, I don't have to feel these emotions, right? And I can just manifest them away. I can just manifest depression away, manifest anxiety away, or manifest, a lower state of being away just by focusing on the desired outcome. Okay, while this is true that we can manifest any desire that we want, okay, you are also, don't forget, in a human body. My friend calls it the meat sack. Neville Goddard called it the costume. Regardless what you call it, your human body. You are in a human body. I am. We all are. And these human bodies have feelings, emotions, right? Feelings turn into emotions when they linger for a while, okay, longer than like a minute or two. So a feeling can just pass really quick. An emotion will linger for a little longer. Hi, Marie. Hi, Sylvia. So when we understand, okay, about manifesting, what people want to do is they want to skip over feeling like shit. They want to skip over feeling bad. They want to skip over feeling poor or alone or sad or stressed or jealous or whatever. They want to skip over it and just go right to the manifesting the desire, because they believe in having the desire, they will stop feeling this way. It's not going to happen. Okay, because you have emotions and feelings for a reason, and you don't want them to go away, because they actually are very helpful and they're trying to help you get what you want. So people want to fast forward and skip over feeling anything and go right to manifesting something. So they want to just have the desire, the person, the relationship, the money, the job, the car, the whatever it is that you're manifesting. Okay, it doesn't matter. All of it is going to produce some emotion for you. And then we hear things like, what would it feel like if you had your desire now? Right? What would you feel like? So we get caught up in this seeking, how do I get this feeling of living in the end? How do I get what I want? Okay. So then people go on a quest looking for what it would feel like to live in the end if I had the same. And I say a quest because I've seen this for years now, where people are like, how do I live in the end of feeling this? How do I live in the end of having that? How do I live in the end? What would I feel like then? What does it feel like to do this? What does it feel like to do that? I've never had it. So how am I supposed to feel that? So people literally make it their life mission to go searching for what it would feel like. Again, skipping over how they're feeling right now. Because again, they think that if I get that and I manifest that, then I'm going to feel better. Okay. So there's nothing wrong with living in the end or searching for a feeling of what it would be like if I had that. That feels yummy. It's delicious. Okay. When you're doing an imaginal scene, when you're scripting it out, or if you affirm it and you're feeling it, because to me, that's the only time I use affirmations is if I really feel them, right? I don't just spew off words. Okay. So if you feel that, cool. All right. But what about now? So you're not doing a visual, you're not scripting, you're not doing that. And then now you have your other 23 hours and 45 minutes of the day. What do I do? Well, besides sleep, all right, you have a whole day of feelings. What are you going to do? Do you avoid them? Do you pretend? This is where I get emails in my email coaching or my one-on-ones. People asking me questions like, well, I'm persisting, but I feel like I'm literally losing my mind because I'm persisting. I'm like, what do you mean you're persisting? You're like, I'm persisting no matter what I see. I'm like, no, this isn't real. No, I'm denying what I'm seeing. This is not my story. I don't accept this. No. And I'm like, well, that's you fighting against yourself. You are not even allowing yourself to be human. You're not allowing yourself to have feelings. And this is why people will feel like they're going cuckoo when they're doing affirmations all day long, when they're scripting all day long, when they're visualizing all day long, and they feel like they're losing their freaking mind. Okay. And yes, you guys can really take yourself over the edge a little bit if that is what you're doing. And I don't recommend it. Okay. I strongly suggest that you start learning how to allow your feelings to be. And I know that many people have heard it, if you feel negative emotion, that you're afraid you're going to manifest the opposite, right? Well, you have to. And one of the people that I love, and I've referenced her before, Amy from Illuminating Joy, and she talks about allowing, that you need to allow even negative emotions. And this is what I talked about in my therapy with my clients too. It's like, you're human, have an emotion, be pissed off, get angry, get sad, cry, freaking let it out. The difference is you don't need to let it out onto a person, okay? You don't need to let it out on the dog or the cat or the neighbor or whoever, right? You're allowed to have feelings. You're allowed to have emotions. And it's okay. It doesn't matter if it's angry, sad, stressed, you're doubting, you're worried, whatever it is. It's like, go ahead and allow yourself to have these feelings, because when you're not allowing yourself and you're just trying to skip over them so that you can get your thing, that is when people get really fixated and obsessed with their desire, looking for a video, looking for a technique, asking other people if they're doing it right. It's like you don't even give yourself a freaking break during the day to be normal, to be human, to have feelings, to experience your life from day to day, moment to moment. You don't even allow yourself to enjoy anything in the moment because you're too fixated on getting it right, living in the end, and that you're just like, you literally pass your whole life by. You don't enjoy the people in front of you. You don't enjoy the sandwich you're eating. You don't enjoy the movie you're watching because you're fixated on that thing still. So allow yourself, if this is you, and I'm saying this without judgment, you guys, because this used to be me. All right. And what you want to do is if you feel like you are just like fixated on your manifestation or whatever it is, or like your business idea, and you're just like, you can't just see, oh my God, I just can't relax. I can't just allow myself to be. Some people call it letting go, whatever. If a word or a term that you've heard many, many times in YouTube videos or from coaches bothers you or triggers you, annoys you, don't use it. Stop using it. You don't need to let go, okay? You don't need to do anything. The only thing you need is to breathe, okay? And eat and sleep. I think that's about it, okay? But you don't need to do anything. You don't have to let go. You don't have to do anything. There are no rules. There literally are no rules. You make them all up. We all get to make up our own rules up. All right, just because another coach or whatever says that they're successful, or I do whatever in a certain way, doesn't mean that you have to do it. I'm sharing with you my personal experience and the experience of many, many clients that I have worked with. And what I can tell you is that when you restrict yourself and you do not allow yourself to have feelings, you're going to feel like crap. You're going to get frustrated. Here's what I notice people do. They suppress their feelings, meaning they stuff them down by pretending they don't have them, and they go into SATs or they script or they affirm because they want it. They're doing those things so that, oh my gosh, because they're running away from the emotions of sadness, of getting rejected, of being hurt, of being told no, or of whatever, right? Your frustration of something not manifesting yet. So they'll start doing these techniques to avoid feeling. I'm here to tell you that if you just allow yourself to feel those feelings, you're like, yes, I am so freaking frustrated right now. Yes, I am like pissed off that this freaking thing is not manifested yet. I'm pissed, right? I'm mad at myself. I'm mad at the situation. I'm mad at this person for hurting me, whatever it is, right? That is what you want to do for yourself. You don't want to do this, remember, on a person. You're just doing this within. This is work within, because suppressing your feelings is going to cause what I used to call, when I worked with little kids, I used to call it their volcano. And there's actually a book I used to use when I did therapy with children. And they were children that had severe traumas in their past. And I taught them about their inner volcano. And a little volcano is what we have in our tummies. And I would teach them that it's okay if you feel an emotion bubble up to let it out, right? To let it out as it comes. Because if you don't, then the volcano just builds and builds and builds and builds, and it has nowhere to escape because you keep shoving down your feelings and you don't want to talk about it, or you don't want to let your feelings come out. Pretty soon, whether you like it or not, you are going to explode. Okay. And you are going to be explosive. You're going to get angry. You're going to cry. You're going to feel like you're having a meltdown or a breakdown. You're going to get angry. You're going to throw everything. You're going to whatever. You're going to explode emotionally. However, either you'll start overeating, you'll start overworking out, you'll start trying to compensate. Some people will turn to drinking, drugs, all kinds of stuff. People will explode emotionally, because they've been building it up inside. And your body also will tell you that you are sucking it in, that you're keeping it inside. Some people get constipated. Some people, they feel the restriction with headaches, with different things. Your body is also absorbing all the emotion because you're not allowing yourself. And that's why many people don't feel relaxed when manifesting, or they don't feel relaxed when starting a business. They don't feel relaxed. I work with a lot of people that either fly to Chicago or I fly to them to set up their business, and I can see how tense they are. And I stop them and I do some breath work with them first when we're doing this setup. And I work through them. I'm like, no, let's talk about how pissed off you are right now. Let's talk about how scared you are right now. Let's talk about the money. Let's talk about how nervous this is making you. Let's talk about what is going on in your body. I teach them as I'm building their business with them, right? We do all of the steps together. I'm teaching them also emotional mastery, because you have to, especially if you're starting a business, you're going to go through these like ups and downs as you're creating a business. So I teach them emotional mastery as I'm working with them with their business. So this is no different with manifesting too. You want to teach yourself emotional mastery, and it does take some work. You're not going to do it overnight. That is my belief. It is in my experience. If you want to manifest it, go right ahead and let me know how you change your life in 24 hours. Good on you, okay? But I'm going to tell you that if you have a lifelong history of stuffing your feelings because your mom and dad told you you can't cry or not get angry, and you need to be grateful and you need to shut up and you not to ask for more, and that you're not deserving or that it's not possible, you have a lifelong history like that of hearing shit like that in your head. And now all of a sudden you're told that you can have whatever the hell you want, and you're just like, well, where the hell is it? You're going to feel frustration. You're going to feel angry. You're going to feel sad. You're going to feel whatever. And then here's the other part that I want to bring up. Just because everyone is your beliefs pushed out, everyone is our beliefs pushed out, okay? Meaning we create experiences in our life, okay? Even though that is true, and you create undesirable experiences in your life, okay? Just because that happens does not mean, one, that you did it on purpose. You probably did it when you were unaware. But two, just because you created it doesn't mean that you do not have the right to be hurt, or that you do not have the right to be pissed off, or you do not have the right to feel sad. Okay, just because you created it doesn't mean that you all of a sudden were stripped of your right to feel your emotions as a human being. Okay, so if you were hurt by someone, if you were betrayed by someone, if someone let you down, allow yourself to feel those feelings. Now, I don't recommend that you stay there for days and weeks or whatnot, but I invite you to allow those feelings to be there as a human, right? And then once they pass, because they will, because emotions do not last. They don't last. If you let them pass, they will pass. I promise you. For some people, it'll take minutes, other people days, other people weeks. Who cares? Let them pass, let them be. Allow yourself to have those feelings. Just because you created it doesn't mean that all of a sudden you don't have the right to feel. You do, okay? You do. And once those feelings passed, then you're going to be like, okay, I'm allowed to feel anything and I can still get what I want. It doesn't matter. I can feel whatever I want and I can still get what I want. I'm human. These feelings are mine. They're not going anywhere. Okay. They might come and go, whatever, but they're mine forever. So I'm allowed to feel them. I'm allowed to experience them, even though I created the undesirable experience for myself and I manifested it unknowingly or knowingly. It doesn't matter. Okay. I still get to feel my feelings and I can still get what I want. So allow yourself to have these feelings. And what it does is you get out of the way. When you allow yourself to have feelings, you are getting out of your own way so that you can continue to allow everything you desire to come to you. But so many people try so hard to not feel sad, so hard to not feel like doubt or disbelief, or it's not going to work, or no, I have to know 100% without a doubt that it's working. No, you don't. It's not possible. No, might some things you might feel like 100% certain on, but honestly, not everything you're always going to feel 100% certain on. So many things that I manifested, pretty much all of them, I doubted and I wondered if it would happen, and poof, it happened. And some things I like literally moved on, and I made decisions that at the moment sucked, and I was like, this is totally not what I want to be doing right now. And I did it anyway because I was allowing my feelings to be there, and I was allowing things to move. And then think what I really desired all of a sudden came in. Why? Because I allowed myself to feel, I allowed myself to have feelings. You don't have to feel emotional stability in feeling neutral or whatever, because I see this a lot on YouTube right now. Emotional stability is not being perfect. It is not about feeling happy all the time. It is not even about you feeling neutral all the time. Emotional stability is not running away from your feelings. Emotional stability is allowing your feelings. Allowing your feelings. It doesn't matter if you do it for 5 minutes or 5 hours. Do it. Do it. Allow them to be there. You don't have to set a timer on for 30 minutes or 15 minutes or an hour and say, okay, that's enough. No, you're not a robot. Freaking feel your feelings, because I guarantee you that once you just let them flow, you're going to feel so much better after. You literally will feel so much better after, because it's like the little volcano in your tummy. Like I said, you allowed it to come up. You don't have to stuff it. You don't have to feel good all day long. Okay. And think about when you're feeling okay. I'm not saying happy, but when you're just feeling okay, you can actually make a list or go do stuff that you want to do. You can actually go and enjoy your sandwich, okay, or whatever. I know I always bring up sandwiches. I don't know why. The funny thing is that I really don't even like sandwiches. Tacos. That's my thing. That's my jam. But anyway, I don't know why I thought about tacos. Maybe I'm hungry. Anyway, so back to, if you allow your feelings, okay, you will notice that after you have a good cry, after you allow yourself to get angry, okay, you're going to notice that you feel better. All right. So there's so many things that I want to talk about feelings, and I'm going to make more videos about this because I think it's important for people to understand. Most people are unaware of their emotions. 1, 2, most people, and I say that because there's a lot of scientific research for this, okay? It's like 85% of the world's population are unaware, meaning they have no self-awareness or very little self-awareness. And awareness is being aware of your feelings, aware of your thoughts, aware of how you operate, how the mind operates and functions. And I'm not even talking about manifesting. I'm just talking psychologically, okay? So it is like something that I think needs to be discussed more, especially with manifesting and people talking about how they feel like they're going to lose it. They're going crazy. They've been persisting. They've been affirming. That's shit that puts you in the shrink house, man. And I'll tell you right now, I used to do psychological evaluations in the emergency rooms. I did hundreds of those, and they were not fun. All right. It was not fun because I was the person that had to decide if someone was going to get locked up or not in a psych ward. And those are not fun to do, right? And seeing people trapped in their mind is sad. It's scary. So I'm not saying that you guys are doing this, but just saying, a lot of people that have written me or asked me questions or has done coaching with me, they have worked with other coaches, or they listen to a lot of videos, or they refuse to get coaching because they don't want to, and they don't want to invest in themselves, or whatever the reasons are. And then they feel like they're locked and imprisoned in their mind with all this information, right? So 1, as you learn about manifesting, and even if you are really good at manifesting already, remind yourself to be human. Remind yourself to be emotional if you need to be, and remind yourself to allow your feelings, because you wouldn't have them if it wasn't okay. It's okay to feel your feelings. It's okay to have emotions. and you can still get what you want. Because before you learned about manifesting, you were having emotions and you were manifesting. We can't, there's no off button for manifesting. It's in the on position all the time. There's literally no off button. So it is on all the time. And it either works the way you want it, or it's working in a way that you don't want it, but you subconsciously are deciding that you want it. Does that make sense? So what I want to tell you is allow yourself to be human, allow yourself to have emotions, and understand that I still get what I want even though I have emotions. And accepting how I feel right now doesn't mean that I'm going to feel this way tomorrow. Accepting how I feel right now just means this is how I feel right now. Right now. And remember, we can only live from now. We can only manifest from right now. Everything is happening from right now. It's when people add on a story, it's like, oh my God, what if I cry? Or what if I get mad right now? Is that going to manifest tomorrow? No, it's not going to. You're just allowing yourself to feel that you have a feeling right now. And you know you can still get what you want. And you know that part of your deal, all of us, is here in these human bodies to have a human experience. So why would you cut yourself off from having a human emotion, human experience? So emotional stability includes you allowing yourself to feel your feelings. It includes it. You become like a robot and you're forcing and you're trying and your whole little body starts constricting, and then you get mad, and pretty soon your little volcano erupts. And then you'll cry and get pissed, and then you're like, okay, let me wipe my tears off, and okay, now I'm going to go back to grinding, back to trying, back to forcing, back to trying to control, back to affirming, and then you'll do that for a while, suppressing your feelings again, and then you'll explode again. And then the cycle keeps going and going. And this is where people feel like they're going crazy because they are not allowing themselves to have emotions. Allowing yourself to be right now, allowing, all right? So let's see. Just want to check in with you guys really quick before I get off. Hi. Hello, everybody. Yes, the body has these feelings, all part of the gamut of human experience. Yes, Marie. Hi, Alfonso D. Hopkins. Feel the feeling until you can feel it no more. Well, you'll still feel it again. Just feel it for right now, okay? You just feel it. We frantically seek to soothe the discomfort that we feel due to the absence of our desire. Yeah, so don't. Just soothe yourself right now and you're like, you know what? This sucks right now. I feel sucky right now. I feel like shit right now. So what? I can still get what I want, and I'm going to allow myself to be human. And I'm going to feel this right now. It'll pass because everything changes. That is the only thing that we know for certain is change. Emotions don't last. Feelings don't last. Thoughts don't last. They come and go, as we all know, right? Everything comes and goes. So don't be afraid of something that can't stick around. The only thing that can stick around is change. We know that change is always happening. We are not the same person. In fact, every single little millisecond, you are not even the same person. You are growing. You're different. We all are. Okay. And it's not just, I'm not just talking about age. I'm talking about internally, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, everything is always changing. Everything's always changing. And remind yourself that of when you're feeling down or when things don't look like they're going your way, you're like, okay, right now this totally sucks, but I know that things are always changing and anything can change in an instant. Anything. Let's see. I needed this. Now I had a complete breakdown today. I literally just cried 10 minutes, but then got up, dried my tears, and said everything is working out. Yeah, and you don't know how everything is working out. You don't know when everything's going to work out, right? We can just know that everything is changing, and it sucks right now, but it doesn't mean 5 minutes from now it's going to be completely different. That's it. So you're surrendering to the control that is already within you. You don't have to control anything. Okay, the control's already happening. Let's see. It said in his diary that the feeling that cannot find its expression through tears will cause other organs to weep. Yeah, that's so true. It's like the body is your helper. And one day, if something finally clicked for me a while ago, and it was that this body that we're in is our sponge of emotion, right? It does anything and everything you want it to do. It literally is your best friend. It is waiting for your command. It will do anything and everything to keep you safe, alive. It will protect you. It will do whatever it is that you want. If you want to walk, it will walk. If you want it to sit down, it sits down. If you want it to open a jar of peaches, it will open up the jar of peaches. If you want it to drive a car, it will drive a car. It will do everything and anything, including absorbing your emotions in your body. And it will absorb them and absorb them and absorb them until, for some people, it causes different illnesses in their body because it's trying to protect you from pain because you keep refusing to allow yourself to feel the pain. So think about your body like that and how it's trying to love you and protect you always. So that's, what do you want to give it back? How do you want to say thank you for, wow, you're so amazing, right? You'll do anything for me. Your body will literally do anything for you. So knowing that, how do you want to respect and honor your body? Take care of it. Allow the emotions to go through, right? Love on your body. Take care of your body. Thank your body. Be grateful for it. I think very few people do this. And I think it's a beautiful thing, a beautiful realization when you have that your body is freaking amazing. And it is like, it's your ride or die, okay? It will do anything for you. And so think about that and then ask yourself, wow, what do I want to do for my body now? I think I've turned off how to allow feelings other than living in the end. Yeah, Stash Pot. Okay, so living in the end, how does this relate to living in the end, the allowing the feelings, right? No matter what it is that your desired, your end goal, your business, your relationship, your money, whatever it is, no matter what it is that you desire, you're living in the end, right? What that means, living in the end, right? Once you have it, aren't you going to allow your feelings to be there? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Because right now, it's almost like you're holding your breath. If you're not allowing yourself to have emotions right now, it's like you're holding your breath. I'm going to hold my breath until my thing manifests. That's what people are doing, right? They're not allowing themselves to relax and breathe and just be and live because they're too busy waiting around and searching for how to get their thing. And living in the end includes allowing yourself to feel your feelings. Okay. So let's see. I hope that helps. SD. Cry, girl. Doesn't matter. It doesn't last. It changes. Everything changes. Yes, Rose, allowing allows more allowing. I know it's so funny, right? But it does. This is the first time I've heard of this because I've been holding back reacting so I don't ruin the manifestation. Nope. Get rid of that thought. You cannot ruin your manifestation by allowing yourself to feel. No, the only time that you can make that happen is if you said so, if you command it to be so. And I highly doubt any of you guys are commanding that to be so, or you're walking around affirming it to be so, right? So unless you decide it to be so, then it is so. But you can't ruin your manifestation from having feelings, okay? You cannot ruin. In fact, you allowing them to be there helps you. I just got off the phone with a client and who is going through a divorce right now that she wants the divorce to continue. And while she's done so good, right? She's done so good from coming out of that and met someone new, and she's doing amazing things with her life right now. What we talked about was her finally being at a point where I was able to tell her this because it was a very painful breakup. And I told her, I said, I want you to now start allowing yourself to feel, the pain and the hurt and the betrayal from your divorce, because she had been avoiding it. And so I suggested to her that her assignment this week was for her to allow these feelings, and her just thinking about it caused pain to come. And I said, that's okay. That's why we're addressing it. Because once you allow that pain to bubble up and you see, okay, I'm going to allow it to be here, and it might freaking hurt, not going to lie, right? It might fucking hurt. Sorry, cussed again. In the moment, it'll hurt. All right. It's okay. It's not going to last. And once you go through it, right, then you'll see on the other side that you're okay. You're still okay, and you're going to be okay. But trying to avoid emotion is horrible and painful, not only on you, your body, your physical self, your emotional self. It's literally not healthy. So I don't want any of you to think that you can ruin your manifestation by feeling your emotions. All right. You can feel your emotions, allow them to be, and you'll see how fast they process. If you're having a very difficult time processing emotion, and like it's been weeks and you're whatever, and you're still, then yeah, it might be time to talk to a mental health therapist. Or if you're just having a hard time feeling it or processing or whatever, don't ever be afraid to go see a mental health therapist. I have been a mental health therapist for years. And so there's a lot of good ones out there. Okay. And they can help you process emotion. So you don't have to talk about your manifesting. You don't have to talk about whatever it is that you're going for. You can just go in to help you process emotion. Okay. Because you want to learn how to do that for yourself to be healthy. And if you're going for a new relationship, whether it's professional or romantic or family or friendships, you want to learn how to have emotional mastery and be healthy, not just get my stuff. If you guys notice, I don't talk about just manifesting stuff. I talk about themes and tools and topics that many times that I used in my therapy practice, but also in my coaching practice, that makes you a healthy, whole human being that is emotionally stable and feeling good, and you are in control of you. You have your power, that you're not a reactive bunny, right? That people can't trigger you, and things and words and smells and sights and things can piss you off or make you sad or make you feel less than. And because if you are trigger happy, like everything triggers you for insecurities or jealousy or whatever, if you have all these triggers, then you want to work on having emotional mastery. That is what you want. You want to work on that, because you can manifest whatever the hell you want. But if this hasn't changed, chances are you're going to continuously lose all what you manifest, because this in here hasn't changed. Now, Neville Goddard calls this self-concept change, right? Changing your self-concept. And if you fast forward to 2021, it is emotional mastery. Okay. That is how I view that. Let's see. I'm so glad I'm talking about this. Thank you guys, Dashpot, SD. I'm glad that I brought this topic up then today. Because it's so important. Hi, Aaron. How are you? Aaron, you have an amazing success story with your computer. Thank you for your email. I'm going to post Aaron's success story. I was a little sick last week, so I've been MIA, and I wanted to hop on and say, hi, I missed you guys so much. I really do. I miss seeing your little names on here and doing videos for you guys. And I genuinely do it from my heart and what I feel like I need to be saying. And I just trust the universe that whoever needs to hear what I have to say is going to show up. And that's it. I'm kind of shocked because every time I even think of reacting, I go straight to affirmation. So this is interesting. Don't do that anymore. Stop trying. That's the other thing I was talking about with my client, is that every time she felt emotional, like sad or hurt or angry, she'd go exercise. She'd go jogging, running. She loves to run. And every time she got close to feeling any emotional pain, she goes to run. And I was like, literally and physically and metaphorically, she was running away from her feelings, and slapping affirmations on is doing the same thing. So don't run from them, because they're just going to keep persisting. All right. They will just keep coming back. And the reason they keep coming back is because it's your little body trying to help you out and say, hey girl, hey guy, deal with this. All right, deal with this emotion, so we don't have to make a little pocket in our body for it and keep it forever. And then it rots and does all kinds of weird stuff. Rosie, you remind me of Young Soul Grandma. I say that because your voice reminds me of my grandmother, not because I think you're old. Thanks. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, guys. Thank you, Bluebird. All right. I love you too, Miko. I love your pink hair picture, by the way. I thought that staying focused on what I don't want to feel would keep manifesting it. We're already doing that. If you are avoiding pain, or you're avoiding an emotion, or you're avoiding feeling something, it's already there. You're already manifesting it. So what is that phrase? Abraham Hicks. I'm not a law of attraction person. I used to love her though, but she has a lot of studying her. I studied her for a long time and read a lot of her material. She was really good at using cognitive behavioral therapy, a theory and modality that I used in my private practice as a therapist. And she used to say, whatever you resist persists. So that is very true. So if you're resisting feeling pain, it's just going to keep coming back, right? It'll just keep coming back because you keep pushing it away. So instead of pushing it away, lean into it. Say, come over here. Okay, come over here. I keep running from you. Come over here. We're going to feel you. And you belong to me. You're not going anywhere. This is a feeling. It's an emotion. It literally has no power to change anything. You're just a feeling, or you're just a thought. I'm allowed to have thoughts. I'm allowed to have feelings. They're human. I'm made this way. So if I wasn't supposed to feel them, or I wasn't supposed to have any thoughts, negative thoughts, then I wouldn't have them. But I do. So I'm allowed to have them. So I'm going to include them and allow them to be here. Let's see. Yeah, no more affirming on top of that's like putting a Band-Aid on a wound without cleaning it, right? Cleaning it, it's like if you get a scratch or like a wound in your arm or something, and there's like, it's open, and then you just put a Band-Aid on top of it without cleaning it, right? What's going to happen? It's going to get infected, right? It's going to get infected. So when you're allowing your emotions, what you're doing is you have the little wound, whatever it is, right? And then you wash it. You're cleaning it. You're healing the wound, right? You're cleaning it out. You're just like, you're allowing it. You're like, yep, let me air this out. Let me clean this out. And then I'm going to put my little Band-Aid on there. Okay. And then pretty soon you even have to take the Band-Aid off, because then you're all okay. And right. And then doing a technique or an affirmation from there, you're going to see it's different. That aligned with doing your belief, right? That's why I do those sleep meditation, because to me, that's like so easy to sleep with sleep meditations, with changing your core beliefs about yourself. Like, I'm worthy, I'm wanted, I'm good enough, I'm valued, I'm seen, I'm heard, I'm prioritized, I'm chosen. All of those things are in there, right? When you're sleeping. And during the day is like, daytime is allowing time. Well, I need to allow my feelings. I need to allow myself to choose me. I need to do things that are congruent with choosing myself, right? I need to allow myself. I think my next video is I'm going to talk about values and how values can actually help you stay in living in the end for the daytime, because that's something else I'm not hearing either anyone talk about. Let's see. Uh, yes, it's best to embrace these. Oh, by the way, I closed a Facebook group. That's no longer, I closed that down because I didn't have enough time I believe that it needs dedicated to it. And I have dedicated myself to, I'm working on a coaching program for any of you who have always wanted to be a coach. It doesn't matter if you have experience or not, you don't need it. And you don't need a degree, you don't need a certificate, you don't need to be certified, you don't need none of that to be a coach, okay? And I already know because I've gone through all of these programs and I have degrees, and I can tell you right now that I can teach you guys to be a coach of any kind, business, real estate, manifesting, relationship, whatever kind of coach you want to be. And so the program I'm building is going to come out I'm going to announce it very soon this year, and for openings. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be teaching people how to first transform you, and then you're going to learn how to work with your clients. And then the last part is going to be helping you set up your coaching business, like on the business end. So it's a lot that you're going to get in this one program, but I'll be announcing that later. So if you're interested in that, you want me to add you on my list of people that are already interested, just send me an email, rose@roseylife.com. Let's see. It just feels like deja vu now. All right. Can you give us an advice on how to deal with a best friend that you love but is treating you badly? How do you handle that? Accept it. Accept it. Literally accept it. Say, you know what? I feel really bad that my friend's treating me poorly right now. This sucks. I feel like they're treating me poorly, right? I don't know why they're treating me poorly right now. I just know that right now, this doesn't feel good. This does not feel good to me. I don't know what the reasons are. I'm not sure what's going on, but I just don't like this. And you know what? I don't know when it's going to change, if it will change. What I would love is for my friend and I to be close again, to be loving and trusting and have an amazing friendship. That's what I would love. So do you see, you're not denying that it's happening. You're not having to force revise it or anything like that. No, accept what's happening. But then, right? Then you want to go within yourself. This is where belief work comes in, though. If you have a belief that people treat you poorly, or you have a pattern that friends screw you over, or you don't have very good friendships or whatever, you want to check in with that belief before you do any of this other work, okay? Because your beliefs are what are constantly being manifested all day long. So that is your core. Your beliefs are so important for you to address, okay? But accept that this is happening right now to you. Allow what is happening. You don't have to like it. Accepting and allowing does not mean liking it. But you can just say, you know what, this sucks. Totally sucks. I don't want this. But it's okay. I have the right to be mad. I have a right to feel hurt right now. And what I really, truly desire is to have my friend back, and we're on good terms, and we're laughing and having fun. All right. Yes. Seriously been thinking about this so long. Good. I'm glad. Yeah, you can. You can say, I totally hate being at this job. It sucks. This job sucks. You can totally say that. It's not what I want. However, it is a job. I do have it right now. And I've already decided the job that I do want. And I don't know how or when, but this is not permanent. This is what I have. How can I be grateful for what I have right now? This job, I feel like it totally sucks right now, but what can I be grateful about my job right now? That I have money for my bills, that I have a job, that right now I know that the only thing that I can count on is change. And I don't know, maybe I'll get a job interview tomorrow or tonight. Who knows? So do you see? Allow, accept, okay? It's okay. So, all right, my loves, I hope that this video was helpful for you. And yes, you see, I said hope. I hope this video is helpful for you. I already know it is. And for some. Maybe it's for one person or 100 people. I don't know. And whatever it is, right? Doesn't matter. Whatever content I put out there, however big my channel gets, if it stays this size, I'm okay with that. All right. My information I put out there is from my heart and for people to hear, whoever needs to hear it. It's my perspective, my unique way, my voice, and no one else can compare to me. Do you see? So embrace you and allow yourself to be you and do it your way. All right. So thank you guys. Thank you guys. I love you guys so much. And I will see you soon. All right. Okay. Bye.